Okay, hey YouTube, it's Flash is my friend, and I'm here with a friend of mine's deck profile. It's called Froggy Lancer, is that right?
You answer, it doesn't matter.
Okay, it's called Froggy Sea Lancer. Um, I will be posting lots of deck profile, oh maybe not lots, but I will be posting a couple deck profiles and like Yu-Gi-Oh discussions and such in the future. And here's the deck profile. So here's his extra deck. That's the whole extra deck.
I'm sorry, guys, that I don't have more cards in my extra deck. I'm that bad.
He is making a budget deck, and it's pretty good. It's like tier 2-ish. So his extra deck, three gachis. Now, explain to me, sir, why you have three gachis and no other cards. How do you make three gachis, sir? Would you explain?
Well, this deck goes into a lot of things, but it can go into twos easiest. Mostly all it can go into is 2, 4, and 5. But you're mostly going to get twos because that's what you're going to be specialing, because you're going to do a lot of specialing of Ronin Totem. It's going to get bounced back and forth in between the graveyard and the field a lot, and it's really easy just to special them. You can special them up to 5 times a turn, just on an average turn. You can go into Gashi easily like that, and it also sets up for a bunch of other combos in the deck.
Interesting. Alright, well then let's move on to these cards and combos. So, Sea Lancer, your 8th card of the deck.
So first off, we have 3 Sea Lancer. Sea Lancer's the main card of the deck. What it does is you're going to get all of your banished frogs and put it on them, and your opponent has to kill Sea Lancer equal to the amount of Eclipse he has on him, plus 1. So chances are they're going to have to kill him 6 times. It's good offensively and defensively like that, because the cards in the future that you'll see that we get pluses off of it every time it's going to be destroyed.
Yeah, and we'll talk about those cards when we get to them. So, Swap Frog, your key card.
To set up the deck, you're going to need always 3 Swap Frogs in this deck. Lets you ditch a card, and it really fills up your graveyard quick. It's your graveyard engine. You're going to use a lot of your spells and Sea Lancer to interact with the Swap Frog. You can return your swap back to hand and keep recycling its effect multiple times.
Yeah, and if you have this card, which we'll get to later, Salvage, you basically win the duel.
No.
Okay, but you do get your strategy off, like, first turn. So next card.
If you get your Swap Frog, you're going to want to, chances are you're going to want to send a Ronin in the grave. Always run 3 Ronins. Everything in this deck, I'll tell you if it's a choice to have it or if you need it. But these
are not tech choices, people. These 3 of Sea Lancer, Swap Frog, and Ronin Totem are necessary.
You kind of need them. Your Ronins, they're tribute fodder. You should know this already from Macro Monarch or not Macro, but
Froggy Monarch.
Frog Monarch. Easy tribute fodder. So you're going to use that to get your Sea Lancer. Also, you're going to use it to get something else in the deck, but mostly Sea Lancer. And it helps with the little combo thing is Ronin banishes, and Sea Lancer interacts with banishing. So that's the little thing there.
And we'll explain what you want to banish with this Ronin Totem and what you want to do when you special summon it later. Well, we already have an idea of what you want to do with it. You either want to tribute it for, Sea Lancer, or, go into Gachi, or both, because you can do that. But, next card, this is one of those cards.
Also mandatory, 3 Poison Draw Frogs. This is one of your key plus cards. You're going to put it on Sea Lancer once it's banished, and if Sea Lancer would die, you would just destroy a Poison Draw instead, and now you get to draw a card. So, yeah, plussing's good in any game, and it's especially good with this deck. So you're most likely going to top into something you need, because all your monsters are going to be in your graveyard.
That and, they're going to minus to destroy, and then you're just going to plus anyway, so it's pretty nice for you. So it ends up to a net -2 for them, I guess.
Well, then I guess you have another mandatory card, 3 Dupe Frogs. You can do something interesting with this card, which is the Dupe Frog lock. You don't really do it with this deck. Usually you're just going to ditch your Dupe Frog to special your Swap Frog. But there's always that choice where you can do that. Dupe Frog, when it dies, you get to search for a frog, and that's usually your turn 1 set. Or you can always just ditch it for your Swap Frog, like I said.
Yeah.
And when it dies, you search for a frog, sets up combos.
So these are the things you want to banish with that Ronin. Like, that's what you want going, because they make you plus and such.
They say when it's sent from field to grave.
Yeah.
So it could be in any way.
Yeah. So you banish them, and then you summon Lancer, get them, and plus like a maniac. So
here's some of the text that you don't really need. I put them in there because like I don't have a lot of cards, and this is like super budget. As you can see, most of the cards shown just now were all common. 3 Mother Grizzly. It's really slow, but you can ditch it for Swap Frog, or you can even, if it dies, you can even search out a Lancer. So if they just have a lone attacker out there, and they happen to run into Mother Grizzly, you have a free Lancer now. You didn't even have to tribute for it. It's really good. Also, we have a single Treeborn in there, which is also a tech. A lot of people don't agree with it with this deck because you're going to have a lot of back row. This deck's very back row heavy, but it kind of helps with the next card that's going to be shown, and it helps with the Lancer in a tight spot where you don't have all your Ronins engraved. So go ahead.
alright, next card, Obelisk the Tormentor. And I'll explain this choice. He's obviously not a frog, or a water, or an aqua, or whatever. So, explain.
This deck has trouble getting over like high attack point monsters, and by high attack point monsters I mean 2,800 or higher. Because Sea Lancer, when he has an equip on him, he gains 1,000, and then your gotchas will make him go up to 27 total. So if they have something 28 or higher, you kind of can't really do anything.
Unless you get multiple gotchas.
Which isn't likely. But anyways, you have this Obelisk here, 4,000 attack points. It's easy to get out because you have triple Ronin, you have your Treeborn, which helps, and you have your spell lineup, which really helps too. But you play that, they can't really get over it. You kind of laugh at them because it can't be targeted.
And it can't be negated, and cards can't be activated after the normal summon of this card, so Bottomless and Torrential just cry.
There's always that choice to, like, you contribute to monsters and destroy their whole field. It's really useful if they have multiple, like, monsters, and you don't want to have that chance of running into that mirror force. But in general, you're going to want to attack, and really 2-3 attacks from this guy, they're going to die.
Yeah, he's, for those of you who don't know, 4,000. Oh, okay, so you explained why he's in here, but why him over the other god cards?
Oh, I'm sorry guys, I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but the other gods are really bad. I mean, Slifer's okay, but he just came out and whatnot, and
officially, yeah.
He's like, his attack points vary, so it's really dependent on your hand size, and this deck likes to ditch their hand really fast. When you're playing this deck, you're going to have 1-2 cards in your hand max. You're never going to have more than that. So that's why Slifer's not in there. And Raw, anyone who thinks Raw is good is just a bad player. Don't believe it.
Yeah, I like Raw. Just kidding.
No.
But, oh, and cool thing about him not being targeted, well, not really relevant anymore, but Injectors can't pop him. And I really don't know if they have a way to get over him, actually, like, attack-wise.
They can overlay and they can take control of it. And
it'd be a nice thing to know, but Injectors did get hit by the ban list, so probably won't see him around too much anymore. But for any deck that functions like Injectors, maybe if you can run Obelisk, do it.
Alright, now we have your basic Dark Hole, Monster Reborn, Heavy Storm.
Sorry about the glare. Okay, there.
Everybody uses these cards. They're just, you can kind of go over them.
Yeah,
Dark Hole, Monster Reborn, Heavy Storm.
Staples.
You kind of need them in this deck.
You need them in a lot of decks.
A cool trick with this deck, though, if you have Sea Lancer and you have 4 equips on them, you can go ahead and Heavy Storm yourself even if they don't have any back row, just to get the pluses off of it. It's really useful if you're in a pinch and you need something or anything to get out of it.
Maybe that obelisk.
You can, Heavy Storm basically reads then, draw 3 cards. It's pretty cool.
Draw 3 cards, plus add a card from your deck to your hand, because it's Duke Frog and such. So, 3 salvage.
Anybody that says run 2 salvage is stupid. You need 3 salvage. I know it takes up a lot of space, but 3 salvage is necessary, because with Swap Frog, you can ditch up to, I think, if you play 2 salvages, which isn't that irregular, you're going to ditch 1, 2, 3, 4, including your normal summon. You're going to ditch 4 cards into your graveyard.
Yeah, so that's his answer to those Froggy Lancers that run 2 salvage. So, Creature Swap is here because...
Oh, it's just like a little, tech thing. You don't really need 3 Creature Swaps. I put them in there because I really like Creature Swap. It's a personal choice. It wins me games because I can just get a Treeborn back, or I can get my Ronin back and play it in attack mode. And it'll be like, why did you play it in attack mode? You're so dumb. I'll be like, well, here's my Creature Swap. Attack for game. It's really useful. And you can also give them your little 100 attack monster and also tribute their monster for your Sea Lancer.
Yeah. And he just won a duel against me with that card. So,
someone's a little upset.
I'll show you my deck profile after this, so you know what he beat. It wasn't that impressive, actually. I'm still working on it. 3 Mystical Space Typhoon. Now, not everybody runs heavy and 3 MSTs. So why would you do that?
Alright, I like to keep this deck it's mostly spells and then a few traps. I could easily ditch my MSPs for relevant traps, but I really don't like back row. A lot of decks don't mind back row because, you get pluses off of it and stuff. This deck does that, but back row really scares me because I only have 1 obelisk. My Sea Lancers, they have low attack points, so I really need to get rid of that back row. That's my main reason why I run 3 MSP.
Yeah, because these guys are 3 Sea Lancers and Obelisk are kind of how he wins the game. So if he doesn't have them, he loses. Simple as that. So yeah, you need to get rid of that back row. 3 Compulsory Evacuation. But a lot of people like this card in this meta. It's an interesting tech choice that seems to be becoming more and more popular. Now explain why you have it in this deck specifically.
Compulse sets up shenanigans with Swap Frog, and it also, a cool thing you can do with Compulse in this deck, you can return your Sea Lancer back to your hand while it has Eclipse, and the Eclipse get destroyed. A lot of people don't realize this, but it's the same thing with Heavy. You can use the Heavy you can use it defensively to wipe out their cards, or you can use it offensively, wipe out your own cards, and push for game. But in general, it's just to get rid of those stupid XCs.
Synchros.
Couple in particular that I really don't like. Stardust, Acid Golem, Zen Mains definitely. I don't know any person that likes them having an opponent have Zen Mains out.
I do when I have Dark Hole and no creatures out.
Well, whatever. Yeah, it's just to get rid of those stupid, obnoxious cards like that.
No creatures and no back row.
We have the stupid 2 bottomless that everybody uses, and then we have staples like Torrential and Mirror Force. And then we have Froggy Force Field. This is in here because I couldn't find anything else to put in this deck. But guess what? The ban list is coming, and there's going to be 2 Mirror Force, and there's already 2 Torrential. That Froggy Force Field could easily be another Torrential. I just have yet to find one.
And no, he doesn't want to see you guys trade binders.
As you can see, my deck is all common. I don't care about rarity or anything like that, so don't even offer. But when the ban list hits, and there's going to be, you can have 2 Mirror Force. 2 Mirror Force, 2 Torrential in this deck is going to be really good. I don't know any deck that wouldn't run that. Obviously, I'm lacking the Solums and a bunch of other stuff that I could easily run.
Well, my deck wouldn't run those. actually. But
Well, that my deck would run. And, yeah, it would just be Mirror Force, Mirror Force. The trap lineup would read Mirror Force, Torrential, Torrential, Bottomless, Bottomless, Compulse, Compulse. I would keep the Compulse because it's a situational card, but when it pays off big. Yeah. Real quick though, let's run through the deck list one more time. We have in the extra deck 3 Gachi Gachi, and then we have 3 Sea Lancer, 3 Swap Frog, 3 Ronin, 3 Poison Draw Frog, 3 Dupe Frog, 3 Mother Grizzly, a Treeborn Frog, and an Obelisk the Tormentor. In spell lineup reads Dark Hole, Monster Reborn, Heavy Storm, 3 Salvage, 3 Creature Swap, 3 Mystical Space X-Men. Trap lineup 3 Compulsory Evacuation Devices, 2 Bottomless Trap Holes, a Froggy Force Field, a Torrential, a Mirror Force, but it's going to be changed to -1 Compulsory, +1 Mirror Force, -1 Froggy Force Field, +1 Torrential.
Alright, guys. Oh, P.S. If you did have the Solemn Warning, what would you take out? Or the Solemn Brigade, 2 Solemn Warnings, 1 Solemn Judgment. What would you take out?
Well, I would definitely take out 2 Compulsives,
Okay.
or the 2 Warnings, and then I would -1 MST, Mystical Space Typhoon, for
Solemn Judgment.
a Solemn Judgment. Also, if I had, you could easily take out the 3 Mother Grizzlies for 3 Mobius the Frost Monarch.
Oh, do you like it because it's water, or do you like it because of its effect? Out of all the monarchs, I mean.
Both really. But like I said before, this deck doesn't like the back row, so if I dropped the MSTs, I would definitely need the Mobius. I mean, it's slow, but this deck can easily get them out, Ronin, you know?
Yep.
And
Treeborn even.
Also, you could even drop the Mother Grizzlies for Caius, if that's more your thing. Caius is good.
Pretty meta. Or anti-meta, I guess.
Caius is really good in any deck, I guess, but
that can get him.
he can, but in this deck specifically, he helps with the banish mechanic. Like, you can do little tricks and such, banishing your own thing, and you could even banish, once again, you can banish Sea Lancer plus off of it and such.
Alright, well, that's my friend's deck profile, Froggy Lancer.
It's so bad.
Hey, it's not that bad. And yeah, it's his low tier 2 deck. This minute's 18 videos, so I'll have 18 minutes, so I'll have to edit it. Goodbye.
And I'm throw in there that I beat Flashes, my friend. I beat him with this deck. This deck beats people. Okay, it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad. He can win. He wins on Dueling Network sometimes, but don't you run a different build on Dueling Network?
I have one build that's the same as this build, but then I have another one that's basically, if I had the money, this is what I would do with this deck. And it basically was just the changes that I mentioned.
Okay. Well, signing out, YouTube. Peace.